Hey, this is Jen Anderson with the Embrace Your Value podcast. And working with Kim has been such a pleasure and so rewarding for our podcast. So I co-host a podcast on all things value and worth from the perspective of coaching meets therapy with the amazing Kristen Burris, who's a trauma therapist. And both of us being coaches and therapists, we don't have a lot of tech experience. And so working with Kim has really helped that because she has taught me things on how to change our keywords and get more subscribers, get more views, get more ears on our podcast, and really, really brought us into the next level of having enough people that want to download our podcast and getting our message out there, because that's the goal, is to get the message out there. And Kim helps us do that. She is kind and patient and caring. And she just has this way about her that sets, at least for me, just set me at ease. And it was just such a pleasure working with her. So if you are considering it, I highly recommend it.
You hit record, you edited, you published, and now you need show notes, a title, social captions, email, maybe a blog post. Maybe you need a LinkedIn post, a bunch of threads, maybe some X, Twitter conversation starters. And you just need a whole bunch of pieces to this podcast that maybe you're thinking, oh, this is going to be hours of my life taken away. Today, I'm talking about one tool that I use, that I love, and that takes away a lot of that heavy lifting and isn't Descript. So my name is Kim Parkinson. You're listening to Podcasting for Your Spiritual Business. And today I'm going to be talking about the magical software called Castmagic. Now, Castmagic doesn't just create all of your assets for your podcast, but you can actually get it to create like workbooks and quizzes and blog posts and other things, other assets for you as well. It's really come a long way from the moment that I purchased it off of AppSumo many years ago. So yes, I am using the AppSumo version. I have 1,000 or maybe 1,800 audio points that I can use every month. I don't use it for every client, but I do use it for some of my clients. And I really need to really dive deeper into it because it is such a powerful platform. And I'm seeing it more and more increasingly become even more powerful. So prior to Castmagic, I would actually use maybe something like Headliner or maybe Descript even to create some audiograms. But now Castmagic will do that for me as well. Castmagic pulls quotes for me, multiple quotes, not just one quote. And the beautiful part is it will actually pull quotes that are actually from the transcript. You know, if you grab that transcript file from Descript and then you download it, put it up into Claude or ChatGPT, sometimes it does not take the actual words that are said and it kind of like meshes some words together to make a quote that they think is, something worthy of showcasing. But then you have to do some editing to kind of make that into a reel or make that into an audiogram or something. And this doesn't do that. This will actually take the actual quote right out of the piece. So let me open up Castmagic because I really want to pull more pieces. It doesn't just do episode show notes, but it also does the summary, key takeaways. Yeah, that's amazing. Key takeaways alone. Social media captions, emails, newsletter drafts, does blog posts, YouTube descriptions, chapter markers, pulls quotes and sound bites, and timestamps. And the beautiful part about this is that once you've uploaded it, you can ask it questions specific about your episode. So if you have like something that maybe it didn't cover and you want to know, hey, did I talk about this and this in that episode? Yes, you can actually pull that right out and it will research just that transcript. This is really beneficial because it doesn't like go out to other places and then find stuff and come back. It will just use the information from your one file, from that one transcript. You can upload your audio or you can upload video. If you upload video, it will help you create those video assets as well, which is really nice. It does do a transcription and it does do a little bit better of a transcription than Descript. Plus, it also allows you to change the speaker. Now, you can change the speaker in Descript, absolutely, but it actually remembers that you're the host, which is nice. And so it's automatically in there. And so it will read you, and sometimes it will say, hey, I know you spoke to such and such. And so it will label that speaker such and such, which is another just amazing like AI type feature, right? You can save custom prompts if you have something very specific that you want, and you can save it across the entire place. So you can have file folders and you can have your podcast in one, maybe your YouTube channel in another. Maybe you have webinars or you have coaching clients or whatever you want. You can have a file folder for everybody and just drop everything right into each one of those and then have conversations within those to create frameworks or create whatever it might be that you need for your business, which again, super amazing. Now, I will mention, I did mention, and I'm going to mention again, I got my Castmagic off of AppSumo years ago, so I don't pay a monthly fee for that anymore. It does have a free trial, and it does have paid tiers based on the hours of your audio. So there's some smaller tiers and then some other tiers. But if it's going to save you time, I feel like this is one of those tools that it is a time saver, and so therefore worth the price. Very similar to Auphonic, time saver, worth the price type thing. Like, what is equal to my time? Well, this particular piece is equal or, better because I'm getting hours of my time back and I'm not worried about all of that extra stuff. So it doesn't just do podcasts. It doesn't just do YouTube videos, but it also will do meetings and it will help marketers and it will help coaches. It does research for you, and it even will transform meeting notes into pitches, proposals, and follow-up content in seconds, according to some of their use cases. And yeah, I absolutely love it because it does connect to Claude now. So if that is something that interests you, there is an API for connecting to Claude. And I've just noticed there's also an app part of that. It will connect to your iOS. I don't know about Android, but I'm assuming it does. I just don't have an Android, so I couldn't tell you that. But yeah, it's such a great tool that I use on a very consistent basis. Somebody will send me a Zoom video of maybe some instructions that they might need or something that they might have, or maybe it's a coaching call that I did. And I can easily upload that right to this platform. I get that transcript. And then, like I can ask it a question, be like, hey, did I talk about such and such in this? And if I did, where is that? How can I do that? And, what more can I know about that? It has titles. It comes up with some SEO keywords. It even comes up with like speaker bios and intros and timestamps. And yeah, it is such an amazing tool. If you are a production client of mine, you probably get a little link to your Castmagic. And so each episode, when I upload them, I can share that link to my client, and then they can go in, or they can have their VA go in and create some assets based on my actual, my membership of the program. And it's kind of neat because I've already uploaded that audio. So there's no more audio taken out of my membership, but then they can go and they can create maybe some reels or some audiograms or pull some quotes, or maybe they want a blog post, or maybe they want some Substack information, anything like that. It will do all of that, and all within different folders. So you never have to cross pollinate. Every folder remains the same. You can choose like 5 episodes and say, hey, I know that I have this podcast basics series. Could you now create me a checklist of things that people need for their podcast basics? It will run through it all, and then it will create that for you. Sure, you could do that in Claude. Sure, you could do that in ChatGPT or something like that. But this one here will also do all the extras. Like I said, it will create those audiograms and it will create all sorts of different other social media assets that you might need. As a matter of fact, I'm looking here and I'm seeing that it also will create for you a real script. So, in the event that you have gone and you've done your episode, it will then give you a script to advertise that episode so that you can record it. And then that episode you'll be talking about, but not actually comes from that episode. So, a real script to advertise it, which is kind of neat too. Newsletter, tweet threads, that was the word I was looking for earlier. Threads by Instagram comes up with that, LinkedIn posts and questions. So like if you have any like anything that you want to like throw out there as like, hey, what kind of questions did this bring up? It comes up with those too. So it's really a really nifty and cool product. I love it. And it has a pipeline, actually goes through Magic Chat and Studio. There's a lot of different options that are new that I haven't explored even, but I know that they're already fascinating. They're amazing to work with too. If you have any questions, they always just, there is a, I think it's a Discord, I think that they're a part of, or maybe it's a Slack channel, but they ask, please just ask questions and we will answer them. And I've even met with the gentleman that was part of the sales team at the time. I have an old interview from him on my YouTube channel, and I'll link that there here too. So in case you ever want to see, that was the older version of Castmagic, and yet it still is. It's just gotten better and better and better with time. So price point for Castmagic right now. Let me look at that pricing real quick. So it says that it's about $21 a month for the hobby, which is 5 hours a month, $79 for 20 hours a month. Most people probably will only use the 5 hours a month, so $21 per month to get a ton of different assets, long form AI, 2,000 plus word output, regenerations. You can have included extra seats in your studio, so you can give it to your VA, your editor, and whoever else that you might need to. It will do media clipping. It will do audiogram generation, and then even public sharing, AI generation, AI image background generation, and integrates with Zoom and Google and Zapier and RSS and YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Yeah, I'm just reading off all of the things on the actual website here right now. Oh, it is a Slack community. I thought it was Discord, but it's Slack. It says it right here too. So yeah, unlimited spaces. So you can have unlimited folders on the side. You can have unlimited file uploads. Maximum file size is up to 10 gigabytes, but that is a huge file. That's probably an hour-long video if you have that, and a couple, multiple hours of video WAV file if you wanted that. So yeah, it's a really great tool. I love it. And that's why I'm actually dedicating an entire episode to it, because I feel really strongly about some of these. And this particular one, if you are finding that you don't have the time for certain things, this is one of those things that will take a lot off of your plate, a lot off of your plate. And by offering these tools to you to make your life easier, I really find that those are part of the podcast basics that we talk about. And this particular one, I love it. There's lots and lots and lots inside here to look at, to play with, to explore, and to create. And it will do it all just with a little bit. It'll do it all with a touch of a button, one. And then if you have additional pieces, you just have to ask it, and it will do that for you as well. So I love Castmagic. There are a couple of other ones out there. I can't think of the names of them, but there are a couple of others that have been on the market before this one even, and probably those after as well. I have played around with both the one that was before that I can't think of the name of, and then I've played around with some of the newer ones. And honestly, this one still, hands down, has just progressed for podcasters, but then expanded to other people and has maintained the integrity for a podcaster, but also been able to create those those pieces that you need for other businesses, coaching, sales, marketing, all of that. So if you would like, I have my link down below for Castmagic. You're welcome to give it a try. I believe there is a free trial version of it as well, if you're interested, just to try and give it a shot and see what it's all about. Because again, I'm only suggesting things that I love and only telling you about things that I love. And Castmagic is one of those things that I love. I actually have 2 seats to Castmagic. When it was in AppSumo, I bought it for one particular email address, and then I maxed out my AppSumo points on it, and then I bought it for another email address and maxed out my points on that one as well, because it is so powerful, so amazing, and I love it. So hopefully you will give it a try and you'll love it as well. And this is how I make my life a little bit easier when I am thinking about creating different assets for my podcast and other people's podcasts as well. And also makes it a lot easier when I'm thinking about doing coaching and strategy and all of that. It just keeps everybody in their own folder, and it's lovely. So, all right. Thanks so much. And this has been another episode of Podcast Basics. My name's Kim Parkinson, and don't forget, where your voice flows, your business grows. Thank you, and see you again next week. Thank you so much for being here and spending this time with me today. If you're ready to deepen your visibility and grow your podcast in a way that feels aligned, come join my email list at kpcreativemedia.com/newsletter, where I share exclusive guidance, support, and next steps. And if this episode resonated, I'd be so honored if you left a review on Apple Podcasts. It's one of the most powerful ways to support the show and help other spiritual women discover it. Until next time, keep showing up and sharing your voice.